Hi, love. Welcome to day 2 of the Reset to Receive 3-day journey. I am so delighted and honored to be here with you today and to be dropping in. Today we're going to be deepening in to receiving your unique magic and medicine. If you haven't already, I invite you to join us in the Soul Inspired Success community and let us know what's moving through for you, what's coming forward for you as you tuned in to day 1, went through the day 1 video and experienced the energy exercise. Let me know. Let us know. So, more than likely you are here because you are longing for more out of life. And most of my clients desire this deeper connection, this deeper intimacy. They desire this in their business. They don't want to just work with clients. They want to be working with clients on a level where they absolutely feel truly aligned to the work that they're doing. They want to feel like the work that they're doing matters. And also they want to feel really nourished and aligned and alive in their relationships. They want to feel like they have deep, intimate connections where they can talk to their partners, and when they're going through something, people are there for them, whether it's friends, family, their husband or their partner. They're tired of living on the surface, and they're craving a place where they can be real. And they can get real, even if that's messy, because they absolutely know that that is the portal for healing, right? And a few years ago, I was at this space. I was kind of at the edge of this tipping point. I had a successful business. I had clients who adored me, and I really adored my clients. And I was trying to step in to this deeper version of my work. I was stepping out as a shaman and beginning to hold ceremonies. I hosted a few retreats. And my relationship was pretty rocky at that time. My ex, he really wasn't showing up and couldn't really hold the space, the presence that I needed. And also, he was afraid. He was really afraid. That's the truth of my work and of my medicine. And, looking back, I can see that his fear sort of overtook him. He was so stuck in what he thought he knew and his experience that he was sort of closed to seeing what else was real and what else was possible. And at that time, I felt like I was holding it all. There was a lot of pressure on me. I was putting a lot of pressure on myself. And a lot of the relationships that I had at that time, they were created in the entrepreneurial space, from business masterminds, healing programs that I signed up for, where people were very focused on stepping into their gifts and, embodying their gifts and stepping out as a healer and a leader. And so there was sort of like this, there was this thread of energy in it, right? Of like sort of holding things a certain way and like analyzing things and trying to mold it into making it better. Like that's really the undercurrent truth of it, right? This current of like, well, let's reach the goal, right? And part of me was just tired. I was sort of burnt out on it, and I was going through a lot of personal healing and transformation at that time as well, where I was struggling with painful periods, and painful to the point of I was physically throwing up and emotionally purging, and I was going into these deep places during my cycle, and I was conscious and aware that the energy that I was processing wasn't always my energy, and I was processing energy for people around me, people in my community, and I wasn't exactly sure what to do with it. And I knew that it was calling me deeper into my medicine, and it was kind of scary. It was kind of edgy, because the edge was, well, if I show up this raw and vulnerable, if I allow people to really see me here, will they trust me as a expert, right? And is it really safe for me to let go of holding all of that? If I'm not holding us, who is holding us? If I'm not managing all of the things, who is going to manage it? Are you feeling me? Yeah, it's scary. And this is the portal where our pain, our wounding, is also our medicine. And it is only through going all the way in and through it that we can begin to really taste and embody our medicine. I want to take a breath here. I want to invite you to notice what's coming forward for you. What are you feeling? What's happening in your body? Allow yourself to presence. Get present. Slow down. Get present with what's here right now. As a society, we are programmed, we're conditioned to move away from pain, to move away from deep emotions, deep feelings, thoughts that might challenge the status quo, experiences that are risky and edgy, they're taboo, they're labeled, they're judged. The truth is, no one can understand what you are going through on a deep soul level. It is such an intimate process. It is between you and you. You and God. No one else's way is going to be your way. No one else's process is going to be your process. What comes alive in you? What awakens in you? What begins to be unearthed and begins to bubble, emerge, and want to be expressed through you? And that expression might be messy. It might be kind of emotional. It might be kind of gloomy. It might be kind of sad. Or maybe it's like a little taboo, right? And edgy. That is your unique fingerprint. And it isn't until you create space for these places, these pathways, these expressions, this pent up and stuck energy in you. It isn't until you create a space for it to move and to be expressed that you can fully claim your medicine, because it is part of your medicine. It's part of you. In your journey, your process, in learning about it and receiving guidance, receiving support, receiving breadcrumbs, codes. That is the way that you begin to actually have the opportunity to taste and experience who you are. The way your energy, really, the essence of your energy, the nature, the divine nature, that fingerprint of your energy, the way that it works. And so what I really want to offer you here is this deep permission and also encouragement to sink your teeth into where you are right now. I know it feels counterintuitive. Especially when, you're feeling like, oh my God, my life is chaotic and, I have no idea how I'm ever going to get out of this. Or I really need to figure out my messaging so that I can call in clients. I know I have amazing gifts to share, but I really need to figure out this real world business stuff, because if not, how am I going to pay the bills? Or maybe you're going through this story in your head around your partner and your partner not showing up or not being there for you. can you allow yourself to sink deeper into that? And not in a way of story, but a way of actually like feeling, like what is it feeling like in your body to be you right now? A lot of people read my poems, and I've had so many people reach out to me and they're like, oh my God, you should write a book, your poetry. And this is how I write it. I sink so deep into where I am that it's like, what do I do with this? What do I do with this energy? I have no idea. My medicine knows. I allow my medicine to take over. I allow it to begin to work and weave. Just today, I did the emails for this journey, and a glimpse of what I'm like, my real world that I'm living in. So my partner, he was in an accident in January, and he is still in recovery. And you know, it's going to be one of those things where he's always in recovery. His body is not the same as it was, and so he didn't go to work the past couple of days because he's in so much pain. And this is like real pain, not make-believe, not mindset. It's real. And so I was doing my email and all of that, and I started to feel overwhelmed. I started to feel like I don't have space. The dog, the cats, he's there. We're in the studio apartment. And I could feel the tension, the trauma in my body. Oh my goodness, the sun. Yeah. I could feel it, you know, building, brewing, my mind starting to go into all of these like impulses taking over, my nervous system firing. And I decided to surrender to life. And I was honest with him, and I told him, I said, I'm feeling really overwhelmed. I'm feeling a lot of pressure right now, just with the reality of our situation. And he took my hand and embraced me. And then he said, let's go for a hike. And so he got the dog, and we went for a hike, and we went explore. And I could still feel my body, you know, kind of like, and it's okay. It's okay. Of course it feels that way, right? Yeah, I'm in a stressful situation. There's so much unknown. And I don't have to pretend, right? This isn't about pretending to get to a certain state of being high vibe. There is something so real and pure in realness. And when you allow yourself to really drop into the reality of where you are, what your current situation is. I've worked with entrepreneurs who had successful business. They were making six figures. They've in a stable relationship. They have grown children, and they were bored. And they were building their business, and they were still running these old patterns and programs. And, they just felt like they were kind of frustrated and done with it, and they were determined to find this place where they were actually showing up in their own expression. And I remember holding space, for one of these clients, and she was so frustrated, and she would get so frustrated with me too, out of love. And we would just laugh, and it's the humanness. And, what I can see now is she holds herself and her medicine in such a different way. It's not out of mindset. It's not out of who she thinks she is. It's from this pure place of who she is and what she's here to do. And this is the place that I desire for you, if you desire it for yourself. But it requires us getting real, being willing to get real with what is, what's true, what is alive right here in this moment. And the other thing that this really invites is for us to look at, where are we holding fear? Where is our nervous system misfiring around how is someone going to receive me, my medicine? What if I make them uncomfortable? And, if I say that, right, oh my goodness, if I share that, if I get that real, that raw, that truthful, like, what's going to actually happen? What I want to say here is I really encourage you to start in a safe space. I don't want to invite you just to go into the public and start sharing your most vulnerable places. Start in a place that you feel safe. Maybe the Soul Inspired Success Community is a place to begin. This is freeing yourself. It's freeing up energy. It's creating space for energy to be transmuted and transformed and alchemized. And I just want to take a breath here and just see if there's anything else that's really desiring to flow through today. Okay, so the last piece, wherever you are, this isn't a finish line sort of invitation. So I don't want you to feel like you have to do this thing to get to the next place. This process, and even me like kind of pushing with this activation, with this transmission, I'm pushing a little. I can feel myself pushing an edge in you. What I really want to invite you towards is the places that feel maybe rattled or scared or fiery, like you might feel those neurons like firing. Can you bring your own medicine there? Someone in the group posted she went into breath during the energy exercise. Beautiful. You get to see and experience yourself through following your own instinct. and we can slow the energy down to really see what's true here. Yeah, there's so much. I can feel the tension. So just sort of like feeling the tension, right? And also we can allow life to show us the way. So again, we don't have to figure it out with our minds. We don't have to know. Actually, going into this with an innocence of not knowing, I have no idea. I have no idea. Let me stay open to the wonder. Let me stay open to the curiosity. How does life want to meet me here? What does life want to show me? What does life want to offer me? What does life want to create and express through me? As you do that, I want to invite you to notice the uniqueness of your divine fingerprint. So, head over to Soul Inspired Success. Share with me what's moving through for you. What are you noticing? What's being activated? And if you want to go deeper into this is some of the work we're going to be doing in Resourced. So I'd be delighted and honored to hold space for you. Someone asked me if we're going to be having live support calls. Yes, we will have live calls every week, and it'll be both energy practices and some transmission, and then also we'll be dropping in and doing some live holding and support. So yeah, if you're feeling called to go deeper, I'd be delighted to play with you and to hold you and to witness you and to reflect you back to you. All right, my loves, come join me in Soul Inspired Success, and let's muse. Bye for now.